Yo, what's going on? How are you guys? Hi, Tizo. Am I saying it right? Tizo. Is it Tizo? Hi, Nicole. How you doing? How you doing? Letsatsi le diketse wena. So, nah, I'm chilling. How are you? Hi, Spelele. Hi, Nabila. What are you studying?
I'm studying medicine.
First year.
No, it's my last year, in fact.
So you're like 22.
Yes. How do you know?
Like, I was guessing, like, maybe you didn't fail. You didn't fail.
No. Yes. And you? What do you do for a living?
I live
Oh, you leave.
at the moment. I'm just alive, eh?
It's like you are those crew guys. Cheese guys. Dope.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm not. Is it because of the cap?
Exactly. And the
I can take the cap
piercing.
off. Like, it doesn't matter. But
Still. Like you're dope even if you remove
just
the
because I
cap.
have earrings and a piercing,
Exactly. Even the jacket, it's giving the
so this is
vibe.
like normal
It's
jacket. It's a sports jacket.
for me, it's not.
Do you have a man?
No, not really.
I hate you. Why?
I don't know. Maybe I haven't found the right guy yet. That's why.
Are you straight?
Sorry.
Are you straight?
Yes, I am.
When was your last relationship?
Last year, around August. Yes.
Why did it end?
I think we lack communication. That's why.
Whose fault was it?
Maybe mine because I was busy studying. Oh, it's a lot.
No, but like if you're prioritizing your books, like couldn't you understand?
I didn't have time for him. I think the reason I'm single is because maybe when I'm done studying, then maybe I'll find the right person because I didn't have time for him at all. It's me and my books, like it was me and my books. Really.
So why did you get into a relationship?
I didn't know how to answer that.
You don't know why you got into a relationship.
It's because maybe I just got attracted into getting into one. So yeah,
So you didn't like him.
I did just that. Yo, studying, I had a lot. I don't wanna lie.
That's not an excuse.
I did like him though. I did like.
But I'm saying, you being focused on your books is not an excuse.
I think it's an excuse.
Who broke up with who?
He just told me that you know what? I think we are not a match, and my heart was Oh, it was sad.
Mm-mm. Why you said my sister? You didn't have time for it.
Because he just told me that, you know what, maybe we are not meant for one another. So we went our own ways.
So you guys didn't like each other enough to stay and try to work
Ah,
things out.
he just wants me to be with like him. He always like, no, I couldn't. I couldn't.
What's your love language?
My love language is oh my goodness. My love language is words of affirmation.
Don't say quality time because you're lying.
I how do you know that I'm lying though?
I want to spend time with them. You know that saying that women always say, if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to, he would.
Sorry, I'm just reading here on the comments. Like, as a medical student, that's a good enough excuse.
That's the comments. I get I'm talking to you.
Sorry, don't be cheeky though, please. Don't, like,
No, no, no. I'm not being cheeky. I'm just saying. Yeah, words of affirmation. What else?
like, okay, like I'm not in a relationship. If I was in a relationship, I was gonna tell you, but now it's sad because I wish like I could have done something
But you
just for
didn't.
him to stay.
But you didn't. Like, you didn't like him enough for you to fight for your relationship.
How can I fight for a relate? How
Okay,
like
let me not say fight, but like you have a little conversation about like he gives you his views and you give him your views and then you come to a mutual agreement and understanding. Because like relationships is about understanding each other, right? And being able to like speak to each other and stuff. And so I feel like you couldn't tell him, Hori, bro, I really like you, but like my books are occupying most of my time. I feel like if you told him, he would have understood, and then you wouldn't be single right now.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
I'm not saying go back to your ex, bro.
Even if he can come, like I don't mind because ah,
My sister, heal, heal. When are you gonna heal?
I swear, like I can't say no. I can't.
So if he says, if he texts you right now and be like, I want to see you, are you gonna go see him?
Not now. Not now.
Not like this time. I'm just saying, like, let's say today later.
Yes, I
You
will. I will. Even a date, like I don't mind. Maybe we can fix things and
love
move
yourself.
on.
Love yourself.
Exactly.
Give
Men
you
act
answer.
funny when you
Give you
give
answer
them
this
the
person.
attention.
Men act funny when you give them attention. Okay, sharp. Um, I'm not gonna be mean to you. I'm just gonna give you my point of view on your statement right now. So it's either two things. When you give him attention, Evan Bradley, in good they can. It's either two things. When you give him attention, right? It's either he wasn't used to that. He's never gotten that in past relationships, so he doesn't know how to act. And so, like, you know, when you feel something you've never felt before and you don't know how to feel about the situation, that's how it is. Let's say The nigga was a hoe before he met you, young tell. So he was used to that thing, yawari. Me and this girl, we just lying to each other, getting what we want, then dipping, young tell. Most
Yeah.
niggas were in that situation before they find the one, young tell. So it's not hard to adapt, but it takes time to adapt to that like routine of okay, this person is texting me every day, this person is calling me every day. Like you guys are in each other's lives continuously. I'm not making excuses. I'm not making excuses for the niggas. I'm just saying sometimes think about the nigga. Cause your past is what makes you now. Cause without your past, nothing is building you until. And the second reason for niggas, like when they act funny, when you give them attention, is because they purely don't want you. Point blank.
What?
No, like that one I can't hide from you. That one I can't hide from you. It's either they lost feelings or let's say they rushed into whatever they have with someone. Those are the two reasons I can tell you as a nigga from my experiences. So I don't know, kill me, shoot me, I do whatever you want. That's just my 2 cents.
No, I won't. I won't.
From Bradley. So yeah, but I'm sorry that you are single.
That's sad. I say that's sad.
It is sad, I won't lie.
So, are you dating?
Yes,
Ish. That ish.
yes.
Ish. Like, is it complicated or?
Nah, it's not complicated. Like, ish. Yeah,
Ish.
Alicia, I'll call you. Yeah, ish.
Ish. No. What's wrong?
Ish. How my sister, I'm saying ish. Cut the king.
Ish. Like, is it complicated? Oh, what's
Don't
happening?
worry. We're not just no ish.
Hi, bro. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Um.
like, you won't tell me. You
Nah,
won't tell me.
I'm not gonna
Is
tell
it
you.
ish or ish? Okay.
Go look at my post on my TikTok. Not now, if I'm still speaking.
Oh,
You sure they're just vibing or ish? Nah, not even a.
yeah.
Guys, the answer is ish. Like, bro, why did you hell the ish?
When your answer is age, then like, which one, you guys? It's not make sure. Like, it's shy.
I was get ish. I was get ish. How? Like now you wanna put words in my mouth. Get ish. End of story. Ish. Ne? Thank you. Thank you. Ne mara flopo. Re tla bolela.
Ah, you are too strict.
Hmm?
You are strict, bro.
You want the pushover of a man?
Like you are strict.
Answer the question.
I'm even scared.
You want the pushover of a man?
No.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, your nigga can't be a yebo baba. Right?
You are too strict. I'm even scared.
That's
Like,
why that's why we are not together. You understand? I'm scared.
oh,
Guys, she's scared.
I am scared, guys. Yo, katleho. Strict, guys.
Sorry.
Strict, very.
No, I'm saying sorry. I'm sorry. Maria, my sister, good night. Okay?
You're sleeping.
No, wanna talk to other people.
Yeah.
Ah, not in a rude way, bro. Like, we were talking so nicely. I didn't mean it like that. Guys, request time. Lembo Zamantata Lena. Horubira lang. Even a Bradley. Also, the village bus. That you, like, she just gave up, bro. Like, what's my vibe? Hey. Hey. That yo, ish. Guys, request time. Let's speak. Arabuli. Kechila fela, my brother. And no wrong, boss. She wasn't getting the end. Like I said, Retlabonana, and she didn't hear me, bro. Like I said, Retlabonana, like, you know, katleho fine. Thank you, appreciate it. Guys, lahana requesta. But get la enda live, kalofuna la chumiak. When you go below lang linna. I get lahana request. Rewula lagang. Join tabon. Ah, sawa rajo na gabor. Join tabon. As we are waiting for Misa to request to join the panel, drinking caffeine at this time, you will be able to sleep soon. I don't want to sleep. That's the point. Yeah, Lani. Awelani. Kemakezu, oral la digendo relationship status, ki ish. Awnyaka, Gimunyaki. Fanagarin time. Bro, I told you to stop speaking like this, hey. Or like, doesn't suit you. You are colored. Ishkani, you're not a colored. You are power. Ufuno, Ugundi pot. Nah, not even, hey. Like, I'm gonna speak to you nicely. I hardly see you in campus. You're scarce. You're not looking in the right place. They won't bluff. Okay? Leave me alone. Away. Sorry. How are you, cat? Ish. Yeah. Ish. Miss, I no request well. Like, you saying no. Get la invite up. Kwenda live ka kay Manbril.
Hello,
Hello.
Usiami.
Umutswana.
No, I'm Xhosa.
Manje usiyami uyithola laphi?
I grew up in Rustenburg.
Where are you now?
I'm in Joburg.
Oh wait, let's start over. Hi, my name is Kat. What's your name?
Misa.
Misa. What's your full name, Misa?
And ulibize kakuhle. Ngakubhuti. Uzulibize kakuhle ngakubhuti.
No, if I can't, I won't say it to respect.
Okay. Cha Misa. Exactly. Hasintweu. Ish. Not cha Misa. Cha Misa. Yabo soxabana.
Okay, so when you tell people your full name, like, is that their reaction?
Yes, like all the time. So Misa cha.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Where are you in Joburg?
Auckland Park.
You lying.
For real.
Where in Auckland Park?
Richmond Central.
So you're like down the road.
Not down the road, we're not UP.
What's above Richmond, my sister?
Above Richmond.
Like that side. I get it, you are there. This side.
The campus.
No, that's that side.
Guy, Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you studying?
I'm doing accounting.
Yes. What's up?
Akshapo. Yaphela.
The dinner.
I guess good.
Shaski is like it happened, right?
Clever sharp.
What's happening? Wajal?
Ke etsang?
Wajal?
Mare Katleho re tlo heala jwang mare? Aowa. Ai. Aowa.
Like, it's a basic question, bro. Like,
E bona le question le e feel ngathi personal.
Wajal now. Why?
A ke tsebe, ho fedile.
Are you still healing? Are you still healing?
Yeah. Sharp.
When did it end?
Friday. Last week Friday.
Almost we know what healer, like, no, what healer.
Ke etsang?
Like, when you are healing in the present,
Eish.
what happened?
Next, re no thola fela.
Yeah?
Nothing happened. We just kept quiet.
And then, yeah, phela kanjalo into accountability.
Fela, there was a lot going on with too.
There's
No fights.
who's staying in Richmond?
He's in Edenville.
So, what were you expecting, my sister?
Hi, Bonjan Manje. It's not far. Ndiyambona nje akukudanga.
Okay, so if you go to his house now, what do you think is gonna happen?
Why would I go there?
For closure. However, it just ended, bro. No one said it's over. No one explained nothing.
It closure, Anton. That's me like opening doors for him to come back to my life.
Mara, you just said Sizo Hilani, ni how?
Ndizoba right, andidingi closure. Uzoxoka nje.
Hayi baba. The inhliziyo ayisebenzi kanjalo.
Iyozibona inhliziyo ke.
Izobona.
Ewe. Thing is, if I text him on ndiye kuye and ask him ukuthi what went wrong, like he'll end up manipulating me and then we get back together.
Let me give you pointers. Don't ask him what happened. Just ask him why. Done.
Why?
Yes, why?
He's still gonna lie.
Okay, if he lies, sure, but at least you got closure from him.
How not closure next?
Don't text him.
The fact that he's doing just fine. No, you're not as a willing. It's enough closure for me.
And how do you know he's fine?
Sharp.
My sister, do you know a word commonly known amongst men, specifically men? It's a 5-letter word. What is pride? That's the word pride. A man's pride will stop him from doing anything.
So I should let my guard down because when you have pride.
You're not letting your guard down. You want.
Katleho, don't justify it. If you don't like me enough to put your pride aside, I'm gonna see it.
So right now you don't like him enough to text him?
No, it's njalo. Not like that. I do like him, but at some point, guys.
Yo, mina anginayo utata ke senze kanjani?
Singasebenzisa lo wami. Singasebenzisa lo wami.
Oh, okay. Hayi. So uphi utatakho?
Ukhona.
Kuphi?
Se-Rustenburg.
So sizombona.
Ufuna siyombona nini?
Ma wena u-free. How?
Hayi. I go to church every Sunday in Rustenburg, so.
You travel to Rustenburg every Sunday?
Not every Sunday, but I make sure that I try to go there.
You have a car?
No.
Too serious? Too serious?
Akulekoloyi.
Too serious? Damn, Johnny Walker.
Na ukoloyi wena? Khathana.
Yes. Ungatshelede? Ungatshelede?
How depend on the child thing?
No, like in general. Oh yeah, I have a question. What's broke to you? What's a broke nigga to you? How much?
How much? Oh, wow. I can't say how much. I feel like. Wait, what is the question?
What's a broke nigga to you?
What is a broke nigga to me? If you can't sustain a relationship.
Can the relationship be sustained with child?
Katleho.
No, that's what you said. I'm quoting you.
Mamel, listen to me.
I'm listening.
Le how can try ho etsa eng? Relationship e tlhoka tšhelete.
No,
Mamel.
using the wrong.
Ha ke tlo etela ke tla ga hao for a weekend ke tlo ja metsi le borotho.
You're using the wrong words, bro. Relationship doesn't need money.
Aowa.
It doesn't need money. No, like for real, it doesn't. That's not a basic need of a relationship. If that's
I
what you
know,
think.
but you do need money to sustain a relationship, guys.
No, you don't.
Kang.
You don't need money to sustain a relationship.
Okay, well now how do you sustain a relationship?
Even by like constantly speaking to the person, understanding the person, learning to know what that person likes, doesn't like.
So when y'all meet, what happens?
You meet.
Like Lino Shebele mo matlhong the whole day.
What I win?
Eh?
What I win?
Ga ke tsebe kwa tlo itse gore Lino Shebelana mo matlhong the whole day.
No, can't you need money to spend time with your person, bro? Sharp.
No.
The only money you would need is if you don't have a car. Okay, even if you have a car, to get to the person. That's it.
If I call you over, gore o tle haka, I have to cater you. I have to make sure
How I'm walking is down the street, right?
I have to cater for you. I have to make sure o jele, o shapo, ha o tla haka.
Exactly. And that you already have that in your house for you. Now it's just there's a person coming.
Ha o tsebe.
How's it be?
And nna guys, I tlhoka tšhelete because I'm a gifter. I love buying people gifts. If I like you, I have to get something for you. Ha ke kena ka shopong se ke na na motho wa ka fela, so I aowa.
Okay, every relationship how to talk about it.
Tsaka he.
Yeah, sorry, as a group project, sorry include.
Aowa.
Ne. But yeah, relationship don't need money, Misa. Sharp, it should be there,
When
but
are you one of those people who date Linde mo 2 years relationship ha le so tswe ha o se rekele ngwana batho le gift or one kore aowa le la kopana ka go mo.
that's not me. If you can check my videos, that's not me.
Then what makes you think for a relationship that's affectionate?
Bro, you're making it seem like the only way for a relationship to work is if there's money in it.
You're not getting my point.
You don't know how to bring your point across. I know what you're trying to say, but you don't know how to bring it across.
But why unsokodisa if you know what I'm trying to say?
Because ke batla e bolele ka mokgwa e leng. E seng nna I must figure out what you're trying to say.
Exactly, I want a big I won't understand. Ke rata lunch bar. If you kgona go rekela lunch bar sharp.
Okay, but now you're confusing money and the bare minimum. Happy chocolate the bare minimum. Like
I know,
bare
but
minimum.
Katla, excuse, Katla, mamela ne.
I'm listening.
I can ba re ke sa re tšhelete is a basic need in my relationship.
Yes, because it's not.
Is it the cherry on top?
Put it like that. Yes. In my opinion, yes. Okay, Uja. There are two guys. They're both good looking. One is an average human being in the economy of Cyril Ramaphosa. And the other one is part of the 1% of the rich people, the economy of Ramaphosa. Olatamang. Bear in mind, the rich guy His best is the bare minimum, and the average guy goes all out. Where guy?
Okay, mamela. Andidini.
Don't explain before you answer me. Misa, Misa.
It's a mamela.
No, in a test, Barry, yes or no, motivate your answer. Is it
I'd go
motivate?
for the average guy.
What?
Andidini imali. Like, I can literally get everything that I want from my dad. So, bawa ni nantoni, ayindinyeli loo nto.
Yes, in Misa. If me and you keep speaking, we're not gonna finish. And the people bazoboreka.
Okay, tindiyolala ke.
How will I?
Umsebenzani?
No, can't stop putting her in a corner. I'm really not, eh? Like, I'm really not. But I don't explain. How, guys, let her explain. Explain, Misa. Siglalela.
Sendigqibile uthetha.
Ow.
Ndidingelwa yimali.
Ow.
Sendigqibile uthetha. Ndithethe le nto bendifuna uyithetha.
So you give up how much?
Akho nto ndigive apha ngayo, ndikuxelele nje.
Okay, Misa. Ulale kahle.
Ulale kakubi.
Yo. Bye.
Ndiyazala for bye.
Bye. Shabat. Miss, I get you, my babe. Women lie to each other. Hi.
Hi, sorry.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I feel like you're here to crucify me.
I'm not even, hey, honestly.
Okay.
I just wanted to actually like what you said to me, Sana. I joined the live very late, but why I think that honestly, now can I answer the question that you asked her actually?
I asked a lot. Which one?
You asked would she join the 1% or would she join the other group, the economy, the basic economy? I would honestly join the 1%, and not because I am struggling with money or because I need a man to buy me this, because I need a man to buy me that.
But before you go further, do you have a father?
Yes, I grew up with one, like, and he was very...
Was he present?
Yes, he was present all the time.
Okay, carry on with your...
So... Okay, why would you ask me that question, actually?
For you to think about what you're about to say right now.
Okay, I've already thought about, but okay. Yeah. Firstly, I believe in marriage. When you date, I date for marriage. That's my personal belief, right? And I feel like I would not want my children to struggle in any way. So, and you never really know how life goes, right? So,
Jawad. What you're saying right now, man, like, you are justifying exploitation of your husband, bro. Like, what are you saying?
No, I'm not justifying exploitation, okay? I'm just saying that the only reason one of the many, many reasons I'll join the 1% is because I never ever want to struggle in my life, and I never want my kids to struggle. So if anything happens to me, right? I want my kids to have a backup plan. I always want my kids to have something to fall back on, regardless of how hard I work in life.
So they must fall back on their father.
Definitely. Why do you need... For me, it's like, why do you need to marry?
Can we get personal?
Okay, yes, definitely.
How was your upbringing?
It was great. I had both parents, right? They were married and they were happy, honestly. I barely saw my parents fight. I saw them fight, obviously, but it was a very rare thing. And they loved each other more than anything. They went everywhere together.
Yeah.
You know, my parents were proper. I grew up with 9 siblings. My parents adopted. No, no, no. Listen, listen. My parents adopted 4, and
Your parents are
we
going to
were
heaven.
5.
Your parents are
So,
going to heaven.
but yeah. So, my upbringing was great. So, what does this have to do with my upbringing, really?
Okay, so
Okay. And bear in mind, I grew up with the non 1%. I grew up, my parents worked their asses off. I grew up in a household with 2 parents that had to work very hard to get us through absolutely everything that I have today.
okay. Thank you for saying that. So you want your kids to grow up with, I know I'm gonna sound like a bad person and
Uh-huh.
as if I'm not making sense.
Mm.
You want them to grow up with no form of struggle. Am I right?
Actually, someone just said I should ask you what your upbringing was. So I'm actually
Oh,
curious now.
okay. Both parents married. They had after the marriage, so I'm not a bastard. Uh, yeah, man, it's me and my sister. Father passed away in 2021. Um, my parents did everything for me. I used to do gymnastics. They would pay for my trips overseas. My parents never used to fight, so my upbringing was okay. And I'm with you. I was in the middle class of
Yeah.
Ramaphosa's economy.
Mm.
Yes. Carry on with your statement. Big R, did
Oh,
I
you were
answer you?
asking me something.
Ah, I forgot. Big R disturbed me.
Okay. Okay. What was my? Oh my god!
Oh,
Now I
okay,
still
okay,
forgot.
okay. Wait.
Okay. Thank you.
You growing up the way you did, right?
Mm.
Do you think it shaped the person you are right now?
Sure.
Your personality
Um.
has depth, right? There's more
Can I
to.
can I tell you the truth? Now,
Okay.
I was not given everything on a silver platter. Okay. I started working when I was 11 years old. I had a babysitting job, so my dad never used to pay for my hair. He actually made it like very clear that, babes, you either cut this hair or like, God bless you, like whatever happens, including my mom. So what would happen was I started babysitting and I got myself a job, and life went
You got
on.
a
And
job. You got a job at 11.
11 years old, I started babysitting until I was in grade 12, I think. Grade
Yeah.
11 or 12, somewhere there. Yeah.
Okay.
And um and so I wasn't, yeah, so I think that, ugh, would I say that it shaped the person that I am today?
Mm.
Parts of it. Because there's some things that I definitely left behind. I think a lot of the things that would happen at home, I left them behind because of growth and God, and getting closer with God taught me quite an amount. So there are things that I did leave at home, but there are a lot of things that I still carry with me to this day. Like a stupid thing, funny enough. Today, I was telling someone to not eat whilst they're standing. And it's because my dad told me that when we were very young. So I was just making a stupid example. So yeah.
I'm standing.
Okay. So
Carry on.
I was just I was voicing it out. But anyway.
You sound too serious for my liking. I wanted you to laugh. But it's fine. Carry on.
Oh, but it wasn't funny.
That
Oh
wasn't, that wasn't
shame.
the point.
Sorry.
The point wasn't for it to be funny. The point was for you to ask me and then we're like, bro. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. 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 Are you fighting with me? Jeez. I feel like you are. I feel like me and you are about to go into battle. Hectic, hectic stuff, and I don't like fighting. I hate fighting.
Do you have a resting bitch face?
No, but you look like okay.
No, like let me tell you, I'm a person that likes speaking.
Okay.
I like arguments, debates.
Oh, okay.
So like, bro, if you don't get tired, we can go at this the whole night. Like, bro, you understand? So carry on. I'm listening.
Do you think that? Do you think that you're home raised? Like, actually, can I please ask you something? Wow. Okay. Since I got here very late, right, and I heard like probably the last two questions, and this conversation intrigued me because, yeah, I also love debating, and I feel like someone needs to just fuck with your mind for you to understand that.
You wanna fuck with my mind?
No, not even. I'm just saying that I feel like someone needs to fuck with your mind for you to understand like why women. Thing is, all men, nah, are
Whoa.
most. Sorry,
Whoa.
some. Some, let's say 50%, okay, right, are very hectic. And regardless of whether a man has money or not, men will always treat you a certain way. If a man wants to treat you good, he'll treat you good. If a man doesn't want to treat you good, he won't. Regardless of whether he has money or not, money doesn't matter in this aspect. So
Now
I feel like
you were late to the conversation. I don't blame you.
Okay, catch me up then. I'm listening. I'm curious.
The point wasn't that men feel good people because they have money. The point was, is money needed to be in a stable relationship? That's where money was involved in the conversation.
It is, and yes, yabona leyo. Yes, it is. Because how am I gonna pay for things for you? How are you gonna pay for things for me? How are we gonna go on dates? And I believe in dates. I'm a high believer in dates. How are we gonna get to know each other properly, whereas we don't understand each other's love languages? One of my love languages is receiving. You know, I love giving and I love receiving. So how am I gonna give if I'm not receiving? And how am I gonna receive if I'm not giving? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
now, you can't make an argument. I get what you're having. Okay, we're not arguing, we're having a debate. So let's not make it subjective.
okay.
Let's not.
Okay.
For the sake of the general public of Mzansi.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you feel like I should stick to the point instead of putting it on my point of view?
No, like, bro, your opinion is valid. Like, I hear you, but I wasn't speaking from my opinion. I was speaking generally.
But what happens if, okay, hypothetically speaking, nah, what happens if you have sex with a woman, right? On a mat, right? Let's just say you don't have money and you have sex with a woman, and by mistake, chances are, slip and fall, she falls pregnant, you know? On a man. Now, you're trying to stick to the fact that, yeah, you believe that money doesn't need a relationship. A relationship doesn't need money, sorry.
That's
what you believe, right?
That's not what I said.
Okay, what do you believe then?
I said it's not a need in a relationship. You don't need it.
It's just a want, right?
And when you're saying it's just a want, like, don't put it like that. But okay, yes.
Okay, correct me.
I feel like you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't. I don't want to guess.
I can't put it into words. But it's not a need. You don't need it.
So you feel like it's something that's just it's materialistic, basically, for you.
Someone said it's a cherry on top. It's a cherry on top.
Okay, perfect. It's okay. All right. Okay. But what happens when you slip and fall and she falls pregnant, right? When a cherry on top.
How much?
And on a mali plenty. Let's just say that.
How much is a morning after?
A morning after? How much is it?
I've never bought one in my life, so I don't know. You
can't fill in the form. The woman needs to buy it anyway. It's, I think, 253. I don't know, actually.
Okay. So we are both broke. Is that your scenario? We're both broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And like that's my scenario. We're both
Both
broke.
of us. Both of
Both
us.
of us. You said it's a cherry on top. No, you can't. Oh, it's printed 100 rand. Oh, crazy. Oh, it's so cheap. Okay. Okay, apparently it's 100 rand. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Like, there's
you're
no.
on 100 rand le. And then,
Listen. Listen.
okay.
There's no way you don't have 50 rand as a human being. Aye.
There is.
Money is needed in life. So when
No,
you don't have life to start with,
no.
money is needed in life. Fuck the
Not when you're a
relationship.
student. Okay, what happens when you're a student?
Wait, money is needed in life. Fuck the relationship. It's needed in life. You guys are both people before the relationship. So that is where, okay, sharp. Ejo baby. Ajo awona nakujileke sina condom. So rivera kabang 50-50. If you're both broke, students, and students are not broke. Guys, stop selling this narrative. Students are not broke, man. Students are not broke. We are just financially challenged. We're not broke.
I'm a student and I'm broke. I'm financially challenged. Yes, in my life.
Like me too, eh? Like my last 60 rand now. Like it's bad, eh?
Oh my god. I'm about to go give someone my last 150. I'm not even gonna like.
For what?
Oh my god. I took an Uber the other day and I forgot to pay the guy. Oh my god.
Guys, yeah, I'm saying guys.
I can't. I can't. He's the regular Uber. So like in my school, there's only like one Uber that comes. There's like three people that come. I'm in an abandoned area. I can't even.
How old are you?
No. When I'm student, when I'm whether I am 30, whether I am, doesn't matter.
Where do you school?
No. Point is, it's abandoned. I don't like telling people information about myself. I'm a very private person. Let's go back to the topic.
But me and you have been speaking for long enough for us to at least know something about it.
Yeah, but this is very like, there's like 53 people here.
What's your point, bro?
I'm in an Jesus. Okay. My school is in Mafikeng, but it's not Northwest University.
You can stop there. Like
It's not Northwest University.
but
I'm in an
just saying,
aviation school.
we can stop by it's in Mafikeng. Like that's it. You don't have to say for the sake of your safety and your privacy, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I got you. Back to the topic. What you saying?
No, I was just trying to point out that money is important in a relationship. Okay. So what happens when also being a woman is very hard because you get cravings. What happens when she says she's hungry? When a cherry on top?
You have a father.
Head. I grew up with a father. I said I grew up with a father.
I'm not talking. I said let's not make this personal. I said general, but I'm sorry for
No.
not to be
Okay,
insensitive.
okay, fine, right? Okay. I have a father.
Yeah.
So,
Ask your father.
so
Ask your father.
ask your father for what? So why did you become my boyfriend if you know my standards, you know my necessities, you know what I want? And usually men when they pursue you, they understand what you want as a woman. They have an idea. Maybe they don't know exactly, but they have an idea of what you want. So why would you pursue a woman
This is a whole other
and not
conversation. I will say this about that. Stay in your own tax bracket. Don't go out. Because what are you doing?
So that's what you're saying. You're saying that a woman, okay, so you're saying that a woman that's broke, ne, or financially unstable, right?
Yeah.
You're saying that she can't date someone that's stable, basically.
No, that's all.
Okay, elaborate.
It's up to the woman, right?
But you said dating your own tax bracket.
Yes.
Okay.
A nigga can find a broken and be like, I bet that's his choice. He is going to you knowing your situation. You understand? You going to a nigga expecting. The problem starts when you expect. See, that's where the problem starts. You expect. Don't expect shit, bro. Hence, I was also bringing up bare minimum. Niggas can't do bare minimum, bro. Like, it's a sad reality we live in, and we have to accept it. Niggas can't do bare minimum. A nigga would spend 2.5 on a bottle in a club, but he can't buy flowers. Guess what his reason?
What's his reason?
Flowers die.
To make them. You see, that's another thing. Like, you see, maybe, okay, this is me contradicting myself. I'm about to contradict myself like hell, man.
You love yourself a queen.
You are going to judge me about this. But sometimes, sometimes money isn't an issue, right?
Like in a positive way.
Sometimes it really is a cherry on top. I think it just depends on the person, right? Sometimes some people like creativity. Make me things, you know? Instead of buying flowers, make them. But men don't put in that much effort anymore. So we want money because he can only buy them. You understand what I'm saying? That men don't put in, like, we don't expect anything from men anymore. Standards are so low, like, honestly, standards are extremely low. So women come from a place of the reason why we require, and I'm putting we, when katleho, whoever this is, I'm putting we because he said general, okay? Please, don't be mean. How?
Yeah, leave them. They'll grow on you, don't worry.
The point is, like,
God, is crazy.
Women expect the bare minimum now because a lot of the times men don't put in as much effort as they do. And I'm not saying all men, don't get me wrong. Some men really like they want to. Some men want to, okay? But also men want to be treated like princesses now. So when you want to, I want to. When I want to, you want to, you know? So if I make him something, he's gonna make me something. And in that aspect, 50-50 does exist. Wait,
I wanna speak to Big R. Big R has a lot to say, hey? Big R, Rosala. Step into my office. What's going on? Big R, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
No, chilling. When have you been on my case this whole life, nah?
No, I haven't. It's my opinion, you know?
Okay, Big R, what is chivalry, man?
Chivalry, like being polite, you know, going out of your way to be a gentleman, you know, like she said, being creative, making an effort. That's chivalry. We don't really see that anymore. That's why she's saying that girls want money, or not want, let me not say want, I'm so sorry, expect or feel like money is needed because chivalry is no longer a thing.
So
sometimes
yes.
All niggas are fact.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's not common anymore.
Nothing worth finding is common.
Cause
yeah, but now the dating pool is full of pee. Like it's really there. Like when last, okay, Big R, when last
my name is Ria, guys, by the way. My name is Ria.
Oh yeah, sorry. When last did a guy, just a guy, ask you on a date?
I've never been on a date. You guys see how deep this is.
You see,
You see how deep this is.
No. This is a personal problem to Rhea.
It's not
This is Rhea's
personal.
problem.
It's not personal.
These are the men in your life. What? You've never
No, I
been
don't
offered
allow
them?
men in my life. I don't allow many men in my life because of that one reason, that one thing.
What is that?
Chivalry, literally, right?
well, guys, that
People now ask other people to be their girlfriends through text, guys. Like, as soon as I send something like that, I'm like, no, I'm so sorry, I'm done. Like, I can't. I don't let it proceed.
But can I say something? Lirea, sorry, I was about to say big R, Jesus. Who do you give access to? Also, besides your circle, but who do you give access to? I think that's very important because people see you how you see yourself. The only way a man can ask you on a date is if, babe, you need to ask you on a date.
That's true. I see where you're coming from, right? People perceive you how you perceive yourself and present yourself, right? But I think where I'm from, being bummy is a trend. I'm from Free State, Bloemfontein, right? So most of the boys here have the same behavior. So the people I mainly give access to are not in Bloemfontein, but it's also a thing of distance. Now, are you going to take me out on a date? Also, I talk to people closer to my age, so I don't expect you to fly out. I think that's insane also. What I also think is insane is people our age expecting their peers to be moneyed. Why are we expecting our age mates to be moneyed? We are still in school. Yes, they can go out of their way to go ask their parents for money, but how many times do they have to go ask? You understand? Also, you as a kid, you're going to be like, yo, I keep asking ma for money, whatever. Okay, I'm sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm tired. But as a boy, you're going to be like, nah, dog, yo, hi, how many times have I been asking? Like, now I can't anymore. We also need to consider that. Yes, sharp, or like, they can hustle, whatever, but yo, hi. Hello. Yes.
Where are you from?
Originally I'm from Lesotho.
No, you are very articulate when you speak.
Oh, thank you. But yes, I'm so interested in what you need to say. What do you want to say? You want to be part of
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, you see how you said that hustle and stuff like that, nah? Dates don't always mean going to fancy restaurants.
Yes, that's why I said, Kat, I don't know if you remember this, but I said earlier on in the live, I said, what about ice cream? I literally said that in the live.
I said ice cream. Like, sometimes, nah, you can buy, for example, nah, if a guy is really, really struggling, nah? Or really struggling, or not even struggling. Sometimes this is just as best as someone can do. Someone just gives their best, and the best is, So wait, hold on.
Like I'm just realizing that I know this person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do, but okay.
Carry on.
And okay, so what if they buy fruits on the streets and like they lay out a blanket?
Yeah, I hear you.
And that's a date.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I spoke about making effort, right? It's that simple. But you're also looking past what I'm saying. Also, as girls, like, yo, guys, the standard right now, it's crazy. We can even see some young girls now. Do you see this MD thing, how it's going on? Do you see how this MD thing it's changed completely? The pressure is on young girls, and these young girls are also putting pressure on boys. So it's crazy.
Joy, if you wanna check.
Like, we see it even in high school, where it's Valentine's Day. Now this little boy has to go, mama, kupa chelte, kilo impresa, mang. That's their mentality from a young age already, that I need money to impress. And yes, I understand it works to a certain extent, but also us as girls, guys, I don't know. There's just
We're very unrealistic now than we used to be. I also think with
yeah.
social media, I think a lot of the times we take we take social media in so much so that we don't understand that as much as these people are doing this much for each other,
It's a
what did
big
they do? How
problem.
did they get here? You know? We don't
Yeah.
understand the process of everything.
Yeah, people are even faking buying cars, guys. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
Social media is the standard.
No, it's fake.
How
And
man,
it's the
I did
perfect
this.
standard now.
I did this, guys. Don't kill me.
No. You know, I hear you. But also, I think when it comes to varsity, guys, like, you never know anyone's background. Yes, we're sitting in the same res, we go to the same school, but also a guy. We don't know who wrote a guy. Now, let's say guy. Like, we literally don't know, and that's the problem. Now we see someone, we're like, oh, rags. No, not doing that. But also, we don't want to not have a roof over our kids' heads, which I heard you about that. Like, no one wants to be in that situation. Everyone wants to have someone to fall on. You understand? Even if your husband loses a job, and he must be there. He must also be able to fall on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I said that, like, if anything does happen to me, because I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I won't even lie, I want trust fund babies. I'm working this hard so I can have trust fund babies.
And I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
It's my personal preference. Like, I genuinely, I want my children to be like, Ma bought this herself. Ma has everything, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Like, why not if you can? Why not put your child in a place of privilege if you're able to? Like, hey, but yeah, guys. Yeah.
I think it's just very important to date someone that you'd marry.
I agree. Oh my gosh, I agree.
Yeah,
But that's
because
also
you never
hard.
know how far life could go.
Yeah. Could die tomorrow, can die. Can die next year.
You guys are very optimistic, eh?
What do you mean optimistic? We're trying to strive for the best here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some saying you're very optimistic.
But you're saying it as if it's unrealistic.
Be realistic sometimes.
We are being realistic.
So what are you saying?
Thing is, because he's a man, it's harder for him to get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you now. When you start a sentence with "because I'm a man."
No. Listen. No, but hear me out. Because you're a man, right? It's harder for you to get there.
I don't think so.
No,
Why?
listen. Hold on. Listen. Because I can just be pretty and get married to a rich man, and you have to work your ass off to be the rich man, and that's the reality of it. Is it Nhlabati?
Yes, Nhlabati. Okay, just call me Nelisi.
Nelisiwe.
Yeah.
Okay, Nelisiwe. I don't know. Literally, I don't know if you agree with me or you disagree, but because you're pretty, you could be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to, I don't know, I'm gonna go to Wimbledon and watch some tennis, and hopefully I'll see a rich man there and get married, right? For him, he must be the person who builds himself up to get himself to the tennis, and we are the people who can just approach him at the tennis.
Can I say something about that? I completely disagree with you because, man.
Yay. Oh my gosh, yay.
You see, for me, it's as much as I want a wealthy man, where am I in life? You know? So,
okay, I hear you, but that was an example. Okay, yes.
Wealth attracts wealth. That's what I believe.
That's not
it does. Like, no, for me personally, I could never go out on a date and not have money. on me, for example.
Same.
That I can be able to lapo.
Yeah, same.
I can pay. I can take out some money. Like, I just okay, but carry on. Sorry, I just made your points. Oh my god.
Yo, I don't know. But I don't know if you've seen this trend, but the bad wig attracting white men thing.
Yes.
You see, things like that. Whereas your hair looks bad, he automatically thinks, I can better this girl. I can better this woman.
I can exactly what I'm saying, Oguti. I can better this woman, meaning that some men, not all men, but some men can say, I'll give her the bare minimum and she'll still accept it. Manji, if I get into that and my wig looks nice and I look nice and I look pretty and he looks pretty, he thinks to himself, Uguti, how can I bring value into this woman's life? That's his first thought. When a man, what I've realized about men, generally, is that when they can see that you are either at their level or above them, they try their best to give you better than you have. But when you are below their level or below them, they will give you the bare minimum, and baby, you won't even care. Like, you'll accept it because that's what you've received all your life. You don't know what greatness is. That's what I believe.
Okay, now I understand Kat's question when he asked about the parents thing, right? At first I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how it linked to the whole thing. But you just said, hi. Lentombazane.
Nice figure.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. Oh, I was saying I understand why Kat was asking, why he was asking, because you also said something similar to him. You said you have received the bare minimum all your life, therefore you cannot differentiate that from what you've received growing up from what you're getting in the relationship. So for me personally, I can't. I'd probably die. If, I don't know, I didn't get flowers or something, because I got that from my mom and I got that from my dad. I grew up, my dad was my Valentine every single year. If my dad is not around, my mom is my Valentine. You understand? So, like you said, if you grow up with that mindset, that will be you. And I don't know how else you'll better it. But, hey.
Maria is my angel. She wrote down my message. Dabat, did you understand?
I get what she's saying.
I feel like we agree though, just in two different fonts.
I do feel like we said the same thing, just differently. If you've received greatness throughout your life, you'll expect greatness and you'll attract greatness. If you receive the bare minimum, that's what you'll expect.
But also...
And that's what you'll decide on.
Also, you know this whole pastor's kid theory? I don't want to offend anyone.
I know the whole pastor's theory.
There's another thing where sometimes some kids grow up and they are the opposite of what they are taught. Like they throw all their teachings out the window. So also I feel like we can't say that to the fullest extent, and we can't take that point to the fullest extent, because at the end of the day, there is a percentage where it's like whole other thing. It's like parents that don't drink and then their kid drinks. You understand what I mean? But yeah.
Guys, where are we going?
Katleho tried to dismiss us, dude. He said, yeah, Ria's my angel. That was him saying, okay, let's wrap it up.
That wasn't what I was saying. Like, we started somewhere. Now we started go Eastern Cape. Razabila, Raya Free State, Raredito, Golosotho. No real Limpopo, no, like guys.
No, like we just have an understanding. Like it's just flowing. The juices are flowing.
But the people are confused. That's why I'm asking, like, where are we going?
Y'all should just drop the English because I feel like y'all make sense.
Drop the English.
Sichapati.
No,
Sichapi. Slappy. Slappy.
Ay. About for
What's
real.
the chat about for real? Okay, I don't know. Bring up a chat. Katleho, say something controversial.
If I can sum up what we're speaking about, controversies amongst men and women, young men and women.
They said drop the English. How?
Guys, you must expand your vocabulary.
How?
Emancipate your mind. Ithini imfundo?
Ikhona imali kodwa ithini imfundo?
Ithini imfundo?
No, that's not what we're saying.
Not like all fatherless kids don't have
That's not what we're saying. That's literally not what we're saying. That's probably the opposite of what we're saying. Like, like, who, my brother?
No.
Or lady?
Whoa.
The shoe fits.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't do that. Now I go teacher, speak English every. Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Tanyakali na English. And they wanna know show off how Okay, but guys, the real chat. Outside of the gentlemen, that's the sad reality.
No, they are. No. They exist. No, gentlemen exist.
Let me tell you why. They are gentlemen around, and they do exist, but because of society, you know, let's say I don't know, brand fairs kama hareke lava boy nek mufune zimabani bulale. Brand fairs is a lover boy inside, but because of I don't know what happened in his life, he is who he is. Gentlemen, the thing mara, you guys think being cool or being hoes is what is, you know, what women want. Because I know women.
I think.
Wait.
Okay.
I know women that blatantly and like they say it with chest that they don't want good men. I know people that say that I don't want a good man. Okay, so if women say that, why must we stay good niggas?
Are you going first or are you going first?
Anyone?
Actually, you said some women say that you said that some women say that they don't want good men, right?
Yes.
And that's why gentlemen don't exist anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to fix you.
That's real.
I don't want to fix you.
Okay. So what I'll say is that where are you guys finding these girls that say these things?
They are. Even my friends
I actually want to know. Like, thing is, like, you guys, like the way people are so hurt now that they spill on everybody else. And also, there's this thing now that's going around that says, you don't have to heal from a relationship. Just get into the next one. You'll heal in that relationship.
To get over a man, you must get under a man.
There's an actual thing that's going around that's saying that, and now it's fooling everybody and your guys' minds. Like, why don't you heal? And that's the problem. People don't heal now, so everybody's just you guys just spill on everybody else.
You want me to treat the person like that? With that mentality like a princess.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
No, I think, you know what I think? I think I'm going to swear now, excuse my French. I think that mindset is bullshit because you know what? You're going to get you're gonna use someone to get over that person, but then you're gonna expect that person to do similar things than your ex or the person that you were talking to, and it's just wrong because two different people, two different mindsets, two different backgrounds, two different personalities. So I think it's wrong, and if you want to be a Bob, be a Bob. We're not judging you, but yeah, I think it's wrong.
Welcome, Misa.
Hi.
I don't know why you left. Like you were mad. I don't know why, but it's fine. You are here. Give us your 2 cents.
Hey, Misa.
Hey, what are we talking about, guys?
Oh, this.
I swear you've been here the whole time.
Our Linton Bazan. Yo. Okay, guys, if you thought I was stubborn, yeah, I'm sorry. Now it's about to be a whole other dynamic.
What are you doing lang?
Hello.
Yeah?
Like I nah.
Rebakai Kaporikai.
I know, like
I am fixing our generation. So many women want to speak up. Look how many women are here. Huh? Guys, let's sharp.
Rasha wait. Haley. Julie.
Figo, you said something in the comments. Yeah.
I don't remember half of the stuff that I said.
We say, okay, what's being a man to you?
Oh, what a question.
Being a man to me is having goals, mentally, emotionally strong. What?
Yeah, well, me, look at half. Lily, and I can what's being a woman. I want to get out of jail free card more.
So, Figo, you believe that being a man means you just
Let him finish.
It's not bad. I don't know why they're busy with it.
Sorry, guys, one phone
Sorry, guys, what's up, daddy?
No, not real.
So, financial stability. Laying up. Having boundaries, man. Like, yeah, etc. Period.
what's ECC?
Mara.
Before
Extra.
Siakute. Extra. ETC is extra.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, alright. Tuli. I'm guessing you joined because you have an opinion on something.
Huh?
I'm guessing you joined because you have an opinion on something.
Well, I feel like as you guys speak more, I'm probably gonna have opinions.
Oh, you were not listening.
I want to ask Figo something.
Okay, Figo, I have a question.
Figo, what is a man? Being a man, according to him, he was explaining being a man on a personal level, like for any. No, but in the context that we were talking about was being a man in terms of a man.
Are you watching a live recording of a live?
Yeah, I've seen it.
He talked about being emotionally stable and mentally and whatsoever. But we were talking about what is being a man according to him in a context of being a man of the house and in relationships.
I think that is the definition. Well, that's it to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
Regardless of the context, that's what being a man is to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, can we please answer this question? From a female's perspective, what is a man?
And Sara Papao.
Papa Kavele.
Sara Papao.
But yeah. I don't know, guys.
Truly, please answer, because you haven't said anything, and I'm curious what your perspective is.
Wait, about what?
From a female's perspective, what is a man?
This could go like two ways. What is a man?
Give us both ways.
Okay, a man, not a boy, right?
Mm-hmm. A man, yeah.
Okay. A man, I feel like in one of the ways, a man is a provider. Like, yeah, a provider, a leader, and all those things. But it kind of depends on
What are all those things?
Like, it depends. It depends, like, if the nigga is, like, you know, married or not or something. Then you can have, like, different alternatives. So now it's like, if it's just a normal... now if it's just a normal man, it's just like... What is a man? I don't know.
I feel like you're beating about the bush.
I feel like you're putting her on the spot. Yeah.
It was okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Misa, please answer. What is a man from a female's perspective?
I can have a common denominator. I want to see if you get there.
A man is someone who's comfortable in their own masculinity.
Okay.
Who understands that they don't have to raise their voice or hand to get their point across. Someone who's a safe space for everyone, not just for women, not just for men, but for everyone. Someone who's assertive, someone who has boundaries, someone who's goal driving and family orientated. That's a
goal driven. Oh, okay. Big R, please answer. I'm actually so curious. Sorry for putting you guys on the spot. Oh crap! So sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay, and it's fine. I feel like I can't answer that. I feel like I can answer what a woman is.
No, but from your perspective, when you look at a man, what is the first thing that you think of that you think he is?
Why no question change? I know.
I just
Guys, I'm curious.
I'm curious. Yeah, thank you.
Let me think. I feel okay in my what? I mustn't pull a Wendy Williams. Okay, but it is tough to answer. But I think I don't know. I think that I want to put the provider thing out the window. Yes, provider, but at some point in life, not now. So I'm going to talk about our age mates. Right. I think a man is someone who is emotionally intelligent. Right. I think a man is someone who is able to consider the feelings of others, right? And take them into consideration. I think he should be, at this age, he should be goal-driven because we're nowhere right now. So we need to reach somewhere. So I feel like he should be goal-driven and ambitious. Katleho. And ambitious, not realistic, like you said.
No,
right?
There's a difference between pessimism and optimism. And optimism.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't call
I don't. Okay, let me speak. A hustler. Yeah, I think so. But like, Rico's Kolong also. So like, ish. But what else? Yes, on the topic of being a pessimist and optimist, don't like pessimistic people, right? So I think a man should be very optimistic. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. That's what I think. And you?
What do I think a man is?
Yeah.
I think a man is who he wants to be. I'm kidding.
I was about to say girl.
What's
No.
up,
No, I'm kidding.
What's
I'm
up?
just joking. I'm a very biblical woman. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a very biblical person. I believe in protect and provider. And with that, with protecting, when a man can protect and provide, that means you can serve him, you know? I believe that a man is someone that I can serve from my perspective. Someone, as much as he protects and provides, as much as he's a hustler and he brings bread to the home, someone that I can look at and say, this is what the world needs, you know? But also with that,
Someone just said something so real in the comments. They said women describe men as what they need to feel safe, which is real. We'll all have different perspectives. For example, what you said, you're a biblical being, right? And that makes you feel safe. But I'm not religious, you see. So I don't look at it from.
okay.
No, I'm not atheist. I'm not atheist. No, please. I'm not atheist.
What are you?
I believe in a higher being. I just don't know.
So you're lost.
I wouldn't say I'm lost.
Sorry, I'm
I
so
think
sorry.
it's wrong. I think it's wrong for people to say other people are lost.
Okay.
Right? I
Okay.
think it's wrong to assume that people are lost
sorry.
because they don't have a name to their religion. I'm not touched. I understand. A lot of people say the same thing.
So you're still finding your religious path.
Yes.
Religion.
Right. No, but I'm linking it to what she feels safe to. That's the thing.
No, but now we're deviating into religion now.
Okay, but I also think it's a topic we should avoid. Okay, what is a man to you, Katla?
I'm sorry, before you start this case, hello everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry, check this case.
Praise King. Why apologize?
I just dropped you, Leila, for this case.
Hi, I'm Flopo. Leila, boss.
Oh, I can do very simply.
The Odumidisi, so the Odumisanti Rinju.
Oh, I know Flopo, so lapili.
Monaki, says Monaki.
It's so good.
Hard.
Monaki.
Yeah, what's a man to you? Romantic. Oh, generally.
Perspective, opinion, right? Scientifically, we know chromosomes. Okay, fine. We can leave that part. Psychologically, it's also still an opinion. I agree with what he said. I feel like a protector and a provider. As I had said before in the comments, right? Just protect, just provide. And even both these terms come to a particular extent where there is a line that needs to be drawn, correct? You can't just say, I want a provider because you want a man to do everything in your life for you financially. And as much as you can't say, I want a protector, to say that you want a man to protect you in every instance possibly. Do you know what I mean? Like if you know that now you're in trouble, you can't necessarily expect a man to come save you from a particular sort of trouble. You need to be able to also stand on your own, correct? So I take it a lot from my friends. I'm friends with a lot of guys. They'd say to me, actually, when we come and you are in trouble, we want to finish off the fight that has started. Where now if itomile, itome, re tla tla re tlo e fetsa. basically. They'll always be there to protect you, but there's a particular extent where a line is drawn. You can't necessarily just be a puppy because you're a human and expect everything to be done for you. But that's just my perspective on what a man would be in this instance.
Very demure.
Utoto. I must hear that word again, demurely cutesy. Utoto.
Yeah, no, it's so fun.
Sorry.
Utoto.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, no. Kaluta,
And then Luna, what's a woman, guys? Luna.
Hi.
Ah,
Hi. Oh, I must answer what's a woman. A woman is a leech.
what?
Lie.
Did he say a
Who
leech?
hurt you?
Did he say a leech?
That's crazy. One day you're gonna heal. Skawara.
It's not about eating, bro.
Guys, he has a girl. So you're saying your girl is a leech?
We're talking about women. We're talking about women.
She's a woman, is she not?
Or a woman.
Generally speaking.
Okay, you know.
It falls under general cat.
Atlang.
Sorry.
No, guys, I'm joking. A woman is not a leech, but like
Aye.
let me give you my definition of what a woman is. A woman is love, like Mona, Kelarat, basing this off of my mother. A woman is love, but and guys, please, when I give my opinion, I can get the feminist khatamo. Lautwa. Before I go further, I don't want feminism.
This is a conversation, so you should have a say.
I'm not speaking here. If feminism is gonna be involved, I'm not speaking. I'm really not speaking.
Now I'm a feminist, Lynn, like, bro, but it doesn't blind us. Oh. It doesn't blind us.
I'm not speaking.
Just please carry on.
Okay, no, let me keep
So too much now.
A woman is love. A woman is care. A woman is a person that instills balance in one's life. A woman is, to an extent, a provider. Just because one is a provider doesn't mean you're sorry, I provide. A woman can also be a provider. A woman, fine. Like in anime, listen, judge. Yeah, bro, those 4 things I said, I think I rounded it up properly. And I said woman, not girl. Woman. Guys, put request up as I defend like guys.
Request
If you go against what's up, if you go I'm sorry, boss.
Hi guys. Yeah.
Sorry, XX, Joe.
Guys, this is a lady's face.
XX.
I don't know like the chromosome.
Sorry.
I don't know like the chromosome.
Msari is a nurturer. Msari is
Exactly
the person that brings life to earth. Msari kitiba kilejwe katlala mara like aketlala mara like yeah. That's
I have a question. Do you guys think there is an imbalance in men and women's capabilities in today's society?
absolutely. There's an imbalance in everything in society. Life was not made to be fair, ever.
I don't go with you guys. Okay, let me rephrase. Is it emphasized more today? That's my
Yes.
Why?
Because women are more aware now. Everybody's more aware now. Because if you think about it, I'm gonna take it
Wait,
from
I'm so
a.
sorry. Can I please stop you there?
Aware of what?
Wait,
That's
hold
what
on,
I'm
hold on,
about
hold on.
to
I
elaborate
don't
on.
think, hold on, hold on. I don't think, like, I think what you just said, women have always been aware, we're just able to speak up. But yes, carry on.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take it from a different perspective because,
Yeah.
like generational curses, nah. I'm gonna generally there have always been generational curses, right? It's always been a thing in the world. And I'm not saying every family has them, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to feel offended. Okay? But I'm just saying that generally it's always been a thing, but now it's emphasized. Do you understand? People are more aware of it now. So I feel like people emphasize it is because people are more aware. So women emphasize the fact that men are a certain way because they're more aware. It's a matter of it has always been there, but now it
Yes,
has.
yes, I agree with Nisa as well. I agree with both statements. So,
Okay, so with your statement in mind, would you say women were ignorant?
No,
It's not,
they were
I don't think it's
suppressed,
ignorant.
not
Oh, one
ignorant.
by one, one by one, one
Yes.
by one.
I don't think it's ignorance. I just feel like it is circumstances. If you're raised, example, if when I was go him, barga 6 kung nyaka ka mo jarating, ka 6 level ko jarating. Do you get what I mean? It's a human thing. You get used to certain traits in life, whatever you've been introduced to. So with women, it wasn't ignorance back then. It has just always been a thing to emphasize that the most important part about life is a man and how a man is or how a man feels, which is why our parents got used to the thing ya hore monna wa mo bekezela to some extent. It's because of what they've always been introduced to. Going back to what we described a man to be, a provider and a protector. So they've been in that mindset and in that block of saying, if I don't have a protector and a provider, I do not have any sort of worth to my name. Which is why in villages it's still so important to get married, because o na le monna, o na le ring, o ne monyanya fanaka, you are the shit. Which is it's still a thing till now because it has always been like that back then, that if you have a man, you have some sort of worth to yourself. And it's not, like I say, it's not ignorance. It's just what was always introduced and what has always been there. And it comes back to the conversation that the girls just had now. Awareness created this generation right now to a point where we can still stand and say no. But our parents could never come to a point where they said no. Why? Because there's certain doors that have also been opened to women that were closed back then to women. Back then, a woman was not allowed to be independent. It was only the man's job. A woman is, you cook, you clean, take care of children, make children. Cook, clean, take care of children, make children. Now it's different. Now a woman can actually become a lawyer. Back then it wasn't possible. Men were lawyers. A woman cannot become a police officer. Back then it was taboo to have something like that. So creating that much awareness and for us to be that aware has become, it's become such a great space for us to also live in. But it just goes back to me saying it had nothing to do with ignorance whatsoever. But society has always been the ruler of everything. And like back then, society would rule you out as a woman if you tried to be independent. Right now, if you don't try to be independent, you're still ruled out by our society. But it's not any form of ignorance, I doubt.
So,
someone in the comments just said boundaries have been broken, which I think is insane.
who set them?
Achuma
No,
clause.
I'm saying who set the boundaries?
You guys set the
Who?
boundaries. You guys.
Men.
Yes.
How?
It's like this thing of men don't cry. Who did that?
Say, man, don't cry.
Stigma.
No, but who do you think initially said that? Another man said it to another man.
Yes.
Wapon. So you guys set your own standards, and now it's hard to, keep up with them. Now it puts pressure on them as well.
Yes. To quote Atlee, we've gotten used to that men don't cry. You understand? So as she said, circumstance, Joe.
Wabo.
It's not about circumstance. We
But
don't want to cry. You don't want to cry.
Cry.
Shelly, sorry.
but I would like to connect to what Katlehoo said. And she said, like women were seen to just be there as to like bear children and stuff like that. Let's trace that back to the Elizabethan era. Guys, you would get married. If you can't have kids for some reason, they'll send you back where you came from. Do you understand that? Like, do you understand? It was that crazy, and for us to be where we are today is crazy as well.
Evolution.
Like, what do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean? If I can't have kids, you're gonna leave me broke. And I can't get married again because my virginity has been broken too. So,
like now, if you're saying like that, we're gonna go into something else now. Like,
yeah.
Shelly, you know, you don't wanna speak. Wow, shame.
Guys, there's an echo when I speak. I don't know what's going on.
There's
There's an echo.
Nah. Okay, get out and come back. I'll add you again.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
It's not her though.
Also, who? Okay, no, this is redundant because it started in the beginning, really. And not making it about religion, Mara. Who came up with the hierarchy and who said men are on top?
God.
Yeah.
Mara, I just said it's
Not
that
about religion. I
didn't want to speak about religion.
tell you what. Can I let's speak scientifically. Let's leave religion. Let's speak scientifically. Scientifically, a man has more bone density, right? Biologically. Is it biology? Is it biology? What is it? Is it science? What is it? But
You're right.
a man has more bone density, more mass, basically meaning more power than a woman physically. Right?
Yes.
That's where the hierarchy then comes from. And because education wasn't as it is right now back then, you couldn't base the strength of a person based on their mindset, but by their physicality, right?
Yeah.
And because men have always been stronger when it comes to that aspect, they have always been looked at as the stronger figure in mankind, basically. You know, it's even in animals. You know that the male version of this particular animal is said to protect their tribe, because why? Physically, you see more power through that. And I think that's where the hierarchy comes from. Because physically a man has more power than a woman means that they fall higher above a woman, right? But now, well, now it's totally different. Now we weigh the mind over who can beat up who faster and harder, you know? But I think that's where the hierarchy comes from. I think. I'd like to
I
think.
agree.
Everyone agree? Does everyone agree?
Absolutely.
I do agree with what she's saying, but for me, I was gonna take it to the religious.
No, you see that one, we don't have people that are just in their life. So
No, but it's not a sensitive topic. It's not like I like hearing different perspectives.
oh sharp.
So yeah.
Okay, Misa. Jabati, also you speak before you bite my head off.
It's always a matter of, in the Bible, we try to see a man as a leader. So it's always a matter of a man leads and we submit to a man. As a woman, you have to be submissive. So it comes down to that, Duguti. It's all in the Bible, Duguti. A man is a leader and a man is much more superior than a woman.
Mara ka o re eta dilo tsa lefatshe. A re latelle Bibele. Men and women are equal now.
Yeah,
Young
Because men don't know their
Yes,
place anymore.
absolutely.
But I feel like also that's going to be a whole thing in your household. If you both believe in the same thing, you'll believe that the man is, I don't want to say, holds more authority. Yeah. If you guys believe in have the same beliefs, moral compass and everything, compass, then you're gonna automatically fall into the okay, kintatewa lelapa. There's not very, unless you're a single mother, there's not a lot of households where it's like mewalapa. There's the head and there's the shoulders. Okay? And for the head to stand, it needs the neck, it needs the shoulders. But guys, at the same time, this whole ChatGPT, men and women should be equal. I feel like it doesn't always apply because for me, Namantomazana, first of all, it's always have to be you all have to be equal with men until you have to do hard labor. Now Katleho has to help you out carry something because he's a man. I think we're not talking about equality in terms of strength, though. Yeah, I'm getting
if I say something?
I think the equality chart has been over exaggerated and misunderstood, right? In my perspective, when we speak equality, I'm speaking do your part, I do my part. Do what your capabilities are, do whatever you are capable of doing. I do what I'm capable of doing, right? A man can fight off another person, right? Generally. A woman, not so much. Correct? Do your part, I do my part. I think that's what we've misunderstood about equality. We want to say, just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't fight. Just because I'm a boy doesn't mean I have to fight. A girl can also do it. That's not what it means. I feel like it's just the misunderstanding that you guys think we all can do the same things. We can't. Just do your part, I do my part. To your full capability, to my full capability. I think that's what equality actually means.
Yeah, and I think...
Is it okay if I speak?
Oh, yes, actually, yes, sorry.
Can I say something? Based on two parts, actually. So, biblically, a household cannot be run without a man. Biblically. Okay? But the problem is now, men don't know their place and women don't know their place anymore. Because, listen to me. Can I elaborate on it? Why I say that? I feel like men don't provide as much as they used to, right? So that puts women in a tough position to provide for themselves, right? And not just provide for themselves, provide for their kids. And now the birth rate is insane, and there are less men. If you hear what I'm saying, scientifically speaking, there are less men in the world than there are women. So I feel like the reason why society is the way it is because men don't know when to be men. Women don't know when to be women. We don't know how to be soft anymore, for example. Because now, if I don't stand up for myself, nobody's going to stand up for me. There is no man to stand up for me. That's what I genuinely believe. And even when a man tries to stand up for a woman, women scream independence, women scream feminism. So people don't know where or what they're supposed to be.
I feel like that's all rooted in you, though.
Absolutely.
No.
Because you have to know. Because you have to know what you believe in. I have to know, okay, I believe that following men is wrong, or I believe that, like, it's all about your beliefs, your principles as a person.
But what was your
you-
foundation? That's the thing.
Okay, we keep laying on foundation. But if we're realistic about it, right now, not a lot of kids are following what they are taught at home. A lot of kids are following what they see on social media. Therefore, foundation it barely matters anymore. If I see feminism and I agree with feminism, I agree with feminism. I don't care what my mom thinks. I agree with it. I agree with the movement. So it all depends on you, what you believe. For example, me, I believe in being a soft girl. But I know there's a time for me to be like, no, and stand on business. You understand? And there's women who believe that for them, it's more important, excuse me, to stand on business.
Can I say something? No. You know why you believe in being soft? Nah? And why you're okay with it, and why you allow yourself to be in that position? It's because of how you were raised. So foundation will always be there. You said that your father was your Valentine's, right? Am I wrong? You said that your parents were present. Am I wrong? They allowed you to be soft.
But do you think
Wait,
just
hold on.
because... Okay.
Hold on before you carry on speak. Sorry. And then, if your parents right now, children are bought phones at an extremely young age, right? So their foundation is social media. So your foundation will always be there. There will always be a foundation. It just depends on what it is.
Okay, sharp.
Okay.
Let's take... Do you remember that comment from earlier on? We took it as, whoa, don't engage, we'll get cancelled type. And it said, what about those who don't have fathers? You see? See what I mean? Right? There's some people who aren't privileged enough to experience that growing up, but they choose and they truly believe that I'm going to tap into my femininity because I want to. That's also a choice.
But what's the root of that choice?
What do you mean? My mom's a single mom right now,
Everything
right?
has a root.
My
That's what I'm
mom's a single...
saying.
Listen, yeah? My mom's a
Okay.
single mom right now. So she has to take both roles right now, right? And my parents divorced a few years back, so I haven't been seeing my dad as much, right? So I see my mom most of the time, and she's very much tapped into her masculine side. And I say no to that. I will not do that. I understand the circumstance that put you there, right? But I will not do it. She grew up the same way as me. Both parents, lovey-dovey. And she is still more tapped into her raw masculine side. You see what I mean? It's a choice. It's a choice. At the end of the day, we grow up and everything is a choice. At some point, we need to stop saying, but my parents, but my parents. We're grown now. We're really grown now, and it's all on you. Yes, I understand there's a foundation, but it's all on you now. What you pick to do, which path you take, it's on you now. Literally. So if you want to be a masculine girl, I don't think anything's wrong with that. You do that. If you want to be very tapped into your feminine side, you do that. But at some point, you're going to grow up and you have to make your own decisions. And it's not going to be based on what you experienced through life. That's all I gotta say, man.
And I agree with you when you say that it's your choice. I agree with you. Let me not say much because, yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Who? Me?
Big R.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this now. Don't you feel like your experiences in life and everything that you have been through, irrespective of the principles and everything that you've been taught, like the situations that you've been through in life, kind of affects the kind of person that you are today?
I think it affects the perspective you have on life, but if it affects the person you are, then I don't know, man.
Because I feel like there are some situations whereby I can choose for myself that I want to tap into my feminine side, but there are certain situations that don't allow me to be soft. Like I have to put up that masculine energy. You know, it's not a matter of I have to choose which side do I want to be in, but that certain situation, it's the one that decides on my behalf. Not to I don't have a choice. I do have a choice, but at that certain point in life, being feminine is not an option.
That's what I said earlier in my statement. I said there's some situations where I choose to stand on business because I have to stand on business. But then majority of the time I'm soft. But that doesn't take away that I won't tap into that energy. Everyone is going to tap into that energy at some point. There is going to be a situation that pushes you to be where you are. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But like saying, okay, let me reply to what you said earlier. You know that saying, hurt people hurt people?
Mm-hmm.
I think some hurt people choose to hurt people. It's a choice. If you get cheated on and you're hurt, it is a choice. This is an example. It is a choice to go to the next person and do the same thing and hurt them, is it not?
It is.
You see, I feel the same about situations where, again, another example.
Not every time, though.
Yes, not every time. Yes, I understand that. I'm going to use another example. A kid that was brought up disadvantaged, right? There are some individuals that take themselves out of that and they do not let the situation that they were in as a kid affect them. And you still...
I do understand what you're saying, but a situation can either break you or build you.
Can we read one of the comments? It says, learned behavior can be unlearned.
Yes.
Which is extremely true.
Yes.
So can I actually get in here now? What Ria said. I think that you're trying to, I think when you stick to how you were raised and if it's wrong and a lot of people have made you aware of it, because also it's also about being observant of your environment and being aware of who you are. I think you get to basically finalize who you want to be. So as much as you can say that your experiences make you who you are, your experiences make you who you choose to be.
Exactly.
So
Hi.
Hi, Becky.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hi.
Like,
I've been looking for the perfect opportunity to just say hi.
I'm so sorry. How are you?
I'm good at you.
Good, thank you.
Guys, do you guys ever speak about these things with your friends and stuff?
Yeah, I love
Yes,
such
all
topics.
the time.
I love such
Like,
topics.
it seems like you guys are unpacking and shit
What are we unpacking?
Yeah.
a lot.
I don't think it's unpacking,
Maybe
more
a lot from
reflecting, eh?
Yeah.
Reflecting on personal experiences.
Yeah, I
No,
feel like
it's
it's
not
more of a
personal for me.
reflection of thought process. It's a reflection of what
Yeah.
you've done. I think is a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to learn.
I was waiting for race to be brought up, guys. I love talking about race.
What are we talking about?
In South
Race.
Africa. In South Africa, the evolution of
Let's
SA.
miss that one. No, I'm
I
tired.
love it.
I'm
The other
so
one,
tired.
Yes,
I can't speak
that's
about
it.
it every second of my day. I'm tired.
Okay, not in SA, in general.
Yeah, I can't speak about it every second of the day.
Okay, wait, let's hear her out, guys. What about it?
No, I was just waiting to talk about it in general. Like all types of things like black empowerment, you know,
Black empowerment has been corrupted.
texturism, you know,
Outside of black empowerment.
Eurocentric features and how you have like advantages because of them and stuff. But you know, it's
Can
okay.
I ask a question actually based on this? Oh my god. I was talking like I'm so curious. Okay. And guys, don't attack me for this, man. Do you guys think so you know how DA got into I really wanna know. I'm so sorry, but I really wanna know people's perspective. I feel like these people are smart. Okay. So you know how DA got into ANC. Do you guys think that DA is going to overthrow ANC, or do you guys think that the white people are going to take over? You know that whole
Never.
shenanigan topic.
No,
Never, ever, 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 ever.
it will
The
never
ratio
ever
of
happen
white to
again.
black.
1 by 1.
It will never happen
sorry.
again. Racism will always exist wherever. However, it's like the same chat we were having about equality, men and women. It's never gonna end, ever. Racism will always exist, but the DA throwing off the ANC to take power back into the white people could never ever happen again, especially not with this generation. That can never happen. Right now, black people are wealthy. Look at Cape Town alone. Look at the
That's
black.
questionable.
Now, I'm not talking about generational wealth,
No,
right?
I'm not talking about generational wealth.
I'm talking right now. Let's look at black people now compared to when we still had apartheid.
We're opinionated.
Absolutely. Now, like I say, when we look at the wealth side of things, remember the white people came into supremacy ultimately because of what they could give to us. We looked like the poor people, they looked like the wealthy people because they had mirrors, they had jewelry, they had this and they had that, you know, and everything just fell off right then and there. Right now, look at the black people right now. We are driving Lamborghinis, we driving Porsches, we live in crazy estates, in millions worth of houses. So bringing back white supremacy into the world alone is going to be quite hard. It's not. I doubt it will happen ever again anytime soon. No, absolutely not. I don't think so.
Can I add something?
Movenda.
What's that?
Movenda.
Like, I can agree that we have more black people with wealth. Yes. But I don't think it's enough that we can be like that black people are wealthy now. Right? I'm not even talking about generational wealth. Right? Because my chat is, yes, we do have black people driving these cars, but it's a minority of black people. We still have to acknowledge that the majority of black people are still living paycheck to paycheck. I don't consider that wealth. I still consider that the black person is struggling, right? And the black person will continue to struggle, unfortunately, in a system where it's not meant to benefit them.
Okay, right now I kind of disagree. I'm trying to remember the act.
Now we're doing law.
No. It's just something I read the other day. It's broad-based black something, okay? Where literally this country is trying to force people who have previously been disadvantaged, trying to develop their skill, even if it's not. Huh? Katleho, okay.
Joe, like I'm trying to find a word. Carry on.
Oh, sorry. But like, I feel like South Africa right now could be better, guys. Like, really, really could be better, right? But I feel like they're trying. They're trying, and I remember a white girl the other day. I don't like saying white. A Caucasian girl the other day said to me, "It's so unfair that black people are getting preference now when it comes to job choice." And I said, and it was also unfair when you guys had preference. You understand? So right now we're trying to push this agenda of employing black people, but now there's no employment, which is the fucked part.
Oh, I found it. Yo, that's it.
What's the word you're looking for?
Nepotism. Yeah.
Nepotism.
Nepotism.
I thought you were going to pull out such a random word. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
What
But
about
carry on. I'll bring
nepotism?
it up as we go on.
Okay.
I'm done on my side.
Like I see your point.
Yeah.
No, Cat talk first. I'll talk after.
I'm saying let's chat theory, black jobs in me, white jobs in me. But 2000, Barry, nah, my family just putting me on. Nepotism, me.
Yeah, and that way, yeah.
Nepotism, why?
I don't find anything wrong with it. I'm sorry.
You don't find anything wrong with
I
nepotism?
don't.
Ugly, are you a nepo baby?
I see a lot wrong with
Listen,
nepotism. I call out my parents a lot about
Ugly, are
it.
you a nepo baby?
I'm not a nepo baby, but my older brother might be, eh?
It's existed for so long.
No, but now,
Look at
Something
it's
existing
no.
for so long doesn't mean
I
it's
live
correct.
in
Exactly.
Kirula in a place where when I live, not even white people, Mawuru. There's
This comment is so real. Nepotism is called Christianity.
No.
More negative thing. The business, it's what you call a legacy. That's why most white people you could actually say are employed. And if you look at it and backtrack, you can see that it's family or family or they put each other on. And that is their form of correct.
Okay, can I say something after you? Okay.
I don't find anything wrong with that. I don't find anything wrong with wanting to see somebody within your tribe, within your family, growing in the same aspect that you did, or in the same field, or in the same company. And it's something that we've had to witness for quite a while. White people don't hate on each other as much as black people do.
Yeah.
Go back to the hood. It turns into such a horrible thing. To a point where you think, is how supposed to know what and you're like, no, fuck him actually, because when I got this, he said XYZ, XYZ. Back into family, same process. He would say kariaga mangmang or kiverka kai. So maribile wo lawyer, that's black people, which is why we can't grow. In white families, it's very rare that you find something like that. There's a job post, come in, you are in. As soon as you are in, another job post comes in, pull in another family member, you are in. Which is why they don't say, unlike us. And it's sad to come back to this point because with them, nepotism has been made to look like a bad thing because with white people, they've always had power. So as soon as you have more white people in a family company, it basically means you're still reporting back to white people. White people still have more power than black people, unfortunately. But I still don't find anything wrong with nepotism at all.
Okay. I think nepotism is wrong. It's just fucked up, okay? I'm going to use my mom as an example, right? She works for the government, okay? So already from the interviews already, from recruitment, there is a conflict of interest. And there are so many people just in government that have posts without the correct papers, without the degrees, without so on and so forth, right? But somehow they land these jobs. Why? Because someone on their recruitment panel is their friend or their sister or their mother, okay? And some poor person out there has these skills and they don't get a job because of that. Nepotism isn't wrong when it comes to legacies. Nothing is wrong with that. You are leaving a legacy to your son. Although, have you seen what white people do? White people, what they do, they train their kids throughout their lives to do that job. So they are not wrongfully employing their kids. They're not putting them in a post where they don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. If their father owns a law firm, they are going to go study law. My optometrist, right? He's the son of my mom's optometrist, and that optometrist was the optometrist of my grandparents. You understand? They all went to school. All 3 generations. No one left behind. So if you go train those kids like what the white people do, then nothing's wrong with it. But if you just give it willy-nilly, then it's wrong. Because someone out there has the qualifications and is sitting at home without a job, but you are giving out a job. It's wrong. It's fucked up. And it's not going to help us. Period. Some poor black kid there is sitting at home while you just give it to your cousin. Your cousin knows fucker. It's wrong.
Can I say something? I think nepotism, I think it's wrong 50-50. It's 50-50 actually. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, because the good part is sometimes the person that you are employing or you are putting on has those qualifications. They've done the work. They have just been working hard, and they too have been applying, and it's been hard for them. But because they know someone, they think to themselves, I know someone, my family knows someone, so might as well go with this path, right? And even if there are more employees that are looking for that job, there are more, there are a bunch of people that are applying for that job, but it also depends on who do you know. It's just how it is now. But it's bad sometimes because the person, like you said, sometimes they genuinely don't have the qualifications, but they get the job because they know someone,
Nhlabathi,
Mm-hmm.
why are you, as a family member, part of the recruitment process?
Exactly, conflict of interest from number one.
But it's my family company, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay, we're not talking about
My
stop.
chat is
No. It's
like
like,
I said,
my dad worked so much for me to become this person in this.
Okay, bala athi, bala.
I don't have a problem with that. That's
get
why
married.
I'm not disputing that. That's why I'm not disputing with what Big R had said and what Lavati has said and what Taki has also said. When it comes to skills and weighing out that part, that's the most important part about nepotism, which is why it is very hard to find dismissals in workplaces because you cannot just hire somebody who doesn't have skills. The dismissal is easier if you find out that this person does not have skills. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not disputing that part. I'm just saying it does not mean I don't have to be part of it. Especially if I do have the skills. If I don't, I fully understand that. I understand that. Absolutely. That only makes so much sense. I get that.
Sure.
I feel like there's people in the comments that are taking this wrong. There's some people that are like a family business. Guys, we're not talking about the taxi, this bazaar. We're talking about like your
Large companies.
Can I
large
give my
companies, your
example?
law firms, your
My example, I can use my father. Right? My father owns a company. Let's say, I'm not gonna say exactly what he does, but he works in construction. It's a construction company. That's an actual proper company. So now my chat is, okay, I don't have a problem with you wanting to have your son take over the business, but your son must be the top candidate that you
Exactly.
possible. You can't just give it to your son who doesn't have the proper qualification, experience, or knowledge in the field. You must give it to someone who is the best possible candidate for that position. Otherwise, it's nonsense. That's the that's the easiest way I can say it. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
Figure's been quiet. What's your opinion, Figure?
Figure out
No, ain't no way.
Figure out no, can you the defendant the nepotism?
Exactly. Did you just see what someone just said in the comment section? It's my large company. My kids will take over, best candidates or not.
And then it feels now what? Now
if you wanted to run to the ground, do it.
Yeah, and let it fail.
That's the thing. It will.
Let it fail. Let you lose employees. Let people go to the streets because you gave your company to someone who doesn't have the experience and qualifications for it. Now you're taking other people's jobs.
Can I actually ask you something now based on that? Let's say this person said that it's your company, it's large, you know, you have kids and you've taught them the company all your life, right? Or all their lives. What happens if, and some children now, you see how the percentages have gone lower for school when it comes to acceptances and etc. basically. So what happens if your children are not that well educated, right? But they know the business inside out and they understand it and they love it. But education, yapala, what happens then?
Education has already failed us as it is. Right now, we have hundreds and thousands of people sitting with degrees, masters, and PhDs with nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So what happens then? If they're underqualified educationally, but they're overqualified when it comes to experience.
If you have the experience to run a business successfully, sharp. But if you really just go like randomly at like you're getting old, now you're looking at your 16-year-old, you're like, you know what? Actually, you're gonna take this business. I'm not really gonna put effort into training you, but take it.
As that only happens in the movies now. Right now, I feel like
I'd be so shocked. They only started training my older brother once he turned 22.
And is he not fine right now?
He hasn't taken it over because he's underqualified.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I don't wish. Yes, I remember what I was gonna say. I hate this what is this called? When people say that they like, for example, you go to school and then people say, oh no, 5 years experience. Guys, how are we gonna get experience, first of all, if there's barely internships out here? Ne? So I hate it when people bring up this thing of no, you must have experience in. There will be no experience in if no one is hiring you. You have the qualification, but ukrea experience, guy. Experience is where you get hired for your first job, where they do skills development. That's where you get your experience. So
Can
now,
I ask you something?
Okay.
Do you think now? So you said that there's nobody that's hiring, right? And I'm guessing you won't work for free.
No, I'm willing to do internships because you have to.
Okay. So you're saying that there are a lot of resources now, hey? I feel like whatever we look for now, if you look thoroughly, I think you can find it.
Yeah, no, my
You
sister.
don't think so?
So
Okay.
I actually did discuss this with my recruiter.
Do you think that all the kids that have been sitting at home ever since they graduated haven't looked up and down?
Thing is, man, I actually did discuss this with a recruiter. They do put 5 years experience, but that's not always what they're looking for, to be fair, right? It's what they'd like. It's the same way. Let's say the recruiters are looking for a chartered accountant, right? They'd prefer a chartered accountant, but you with a business management degree can still get the same job because it's what they'd like. It's not necessarily what they're always looking for. If you look like the best candidate possible, even if you don't have the 5 years experience, they can still hire you. It's just a tactic, low key, to make like you not want to apply though.
I think that's why a lot of the times now they put that thing. You have to have an inspirational letter, or you have to have some sort of letter for them to hear your point of view. If I could put it like that.
But also they do say like even if you don't have formal experience in a job, still do things before that point, eh? Like do other things. Let's say you wanna work in a specific field. Let's say it helps people. Volunteer. Volunteer at hospitals. They'll see that and they'll be like, okay, you're a proactive person, you're a hardworking person. It's fine. We might give you a shot, right? So you can gain your experience through volunteering while you're still, for example, in uni and stuff like that, or even like during the time when you're not employed, right? It might not be nice, but it helps when you don't actually have a job to gain experience.
But also, ma'am, I also believe in everything happens exactly the way it should.
Just sad in this country, bro.
Hold on, why I say that, ma'am. Sometimes when you've studied something, it's not your niche. Are you in love with what you studied? You know? So I feel like when you apply for certain things, and I feel like I agree with what Daki's saying when she says that you go and find other things, you apply for other things, you volunteer for other things. Because sometimes you could really find what you're looking for in life, what makes you happy with that.
I hear you, but imagine how sad it is. You go to school for this one thing, bro. For this one thing. And then you have to opt out because you don't have a choice. That is sad. And I don't think anyone deserves it, but unfortunately a lot are experiencing it. But at the same time, if you think of when you put yourself in the shoes of a manager, right? And now there's a new post, yeah? You would much rather get someone who you're sure knows what they're doing than spend money to teach someone how to do their job. So I kind of understand it's not fair to the youth, but at the same time, I kind of understand where they're coming from. No one has money to spend, not even these huge companies. So, yeah.
More chapter man no.
Chapter 27.
Verse ma.
Oh, there's white men shouting outside.
Verse 3.
So resalable nepotism or a shifty.
Verse 50, like completely.
Okay.
Guys, is Misa okay?
She's taking all the information in.
Misa, baby, are you okay?
Yes, actually the system is rigged, bro.
And will forever be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you lamada killing a gadi loophole? Eric's Arlina, Rena.
Like, guys, that's not having free like I can look at it. That's not having free like I can love it.
Bafonel. Okay.
Systematic
racism.
Long to describe.
Yeah, guys, it's my topic.
Okay, this is such a. I can't lie, man. My thing is systematic racism. I tried to match over it.
Okay, for us that don't know English, please tell us what systematic racism is.
How do you simplify
I
systematic?
was about to say, can someone help?
Oh,
Because
so it's like, okay, so for example, no, there's normal racism where it's just a random white person, like let's say a random white person who's just saying things to you, right? And then systematic racism are rules and laws, right? Or things in a government or system that prohibit you from doing certain things or prohibit a specific group of individuals from doing certain things. For example, they'll make rules that like prohibit a specific tax bracket from living in a certain area when they know that tax bracket belongs to a minority, right? So, for example, they'll be like, this area, you have to have an income of this amount. But they know that the only people with an income of this amount would be people who are white, for example, right? It's things like that where it's not obvious, but like it's there. That's the best I can explain to you.
I want to look for simplified. Wait, hold on. Let me just go Google. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
because yo.
Hi guys. Yeah, I also want to try. Sorry, let's excuse your voice, because it's a flow.
Okay.
So I think for me, right, it's where, for example, maybe on a company, ne? And I think it happens mostly in like these small companies where okay, a report, yeah, like the panel, the people that are up there, are only like white people, right? And then the only thing that they do is they hire people, for example, maybe people of color at lower positions. Mara, that board never changes. So like the system is built in such a way how it will keep those people superior. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay, I can read a definition as well.
Yeah.
Not with attack is going, but like I'll try. Oh, sorry. Hi, Dwimelang. How are you guys?
Hi, babes.
Oh, yeah, get better. And yeah, I hope you guys are good. Yeah. So, I systematic. Yeah, racism. Let's say, ke katleho ne. Katleho is black, and then hunale wanale kuwa. They don't live far apart. Yeah, Fico cool. So, the thing the next door one. So obviously Katleho he's black. Utlo kriya like education ya tlang ko yana ke ela ya ela kang singla one. And then obviously Fico tla go di private school. One. Yeah, I'm having anxiety, guys. But yeah, so ke ra hore like oh yeah le ko varsity like same applies ko varsity Katleho a ka se kgone ya ko varsity because I couldn't afford the fees. Yeah, guys, Katleho ba bira yo. Oh, Katleho la no bya mo setse systematic racism auba we re ka go.
Sorry, I get you at the racism. No, that's not my, yeah. I didn't interest. Mara kazama who like try.
Like ke taba tsa khale like ke taba tsa khale tsa di thomile ko teng di affecta le dilo tsa nou like unemployment rate ya black people compared to white people ke ntši because they lacked knowledge le skills.
Like that's, can we find a way forward and not
There's no solution. Solution ke gore obviously le ko di varsity a lot of varsities the owner ke batho ba ba white o tshwana le this thing ya di doctor I've heard hore bari black people bari it's very rare hore yo guys nna ke bolela shit
I know speak.
but
Insane.
Like a black person. Oh yeah. Also like the max tsa a black person, let's a white person. If batonti babe kamhara bo doctor tsa banyaka di max tse dintšhi tsa motho montsho, and then motho o mosweu o kgona kena ka pela ka di max tse low.
Damn, I didn't actually know
because
that.
they are white. Ke tsilang tshwara na.
Think of it like this, man. Think of how majority of white people live in suburbs, and then the majority of black people live in unofficial settlements, townships, and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, that's why there was the whole land expropriation without compensation thing.
There's not really something physical keeping them in those areas, but there's something hidden in the structure of the way the country is built that keeps you in townships and stuff like that.
You're just born disadvantaged.
It's not in your face racism. It's not in your face. It's you have to think about it. That why exactly is the majority of my family still in the villages, even though we all have the same opportunities?
Racism, yeah, back door.
Yeah, pretty much. Think of it like
why let's
because if we say it like that, it's not actually what it is.
But it like for me
It
to
simplifies it. Yeah.
understand.
But where to from here? What
Rasala.
we get on
That's my
live
question.
and rant about it, or what do we do?
Rasala. Rorenta
I'm saying what do you
I
do
don't
about
think
racism?
kuna le solution to systematic like it turns ne tshwanetse e ditse ka ke batho ba bagolo khale ba tekemeletse khale. No, a lot of white people ba na le advantage ko dilo tse dintsi, ba na le di-connections, so I don't think we can be able to solve that.
I'm asking this question because
This is very random.
it's
But like, there's something about a group of white men shouting at 3 o'clock in the morning that just gives this isn't supposed to be happening right now.
Like go outside.
How can you
Going outside. Next thing I get jumped.
I'm asking this question that because it happens everywhere, apart from just systematic racism. It happens everywhere, everything. There's always some sort of discrimination. I ask where to from here for a particular reason. Be like right now, especially with our generation. You take that. It's becoming extreme.
Oh, I think a solution Kohori, us as black people, I'm not being racist. I'm just saying Hori, like we should stop supporting white people stuff, like regrow like dilo tsa rena within ourselves. Like it's
Yeah, but we hate each other. That's the problem.
It's a simple solution. It's not gonna go away. Basically, it's never going to go away. It's just
say something.
what are you doing about it? And I feel like right now we use all of these specific stuff to make it an excuse to say, nah, systematic racism. You know, nah, because we've used it as a big excuse. And that's why I'm asking Corey, where to from here? Apart from saying, because there's systematic racism, there is a solution.
Also, like the education, like not everyone good school. So it's so tricky because none like but it's so impossible like for everyone because
You've drifted to crime. I myself have drifted to crime as well. Well, not necessarily crime per se, but it is crime. But it has become a solution for you. It's just not legalized. It has
as
become
long as you're chasing the bag.
That's all I'm also saying.
I'm proud of you, by the way, because I'll tlohele thokolo yo gatella.
The only way to be rich.
Bona,
Chasing
the bag.
anything. Just don't
You
get
know
caught.
why we will continue to stay poor? because the only way to be rich is through evil deeds. I can't lie. Commit tax evasion
Not
now.
always, though. Not always.
Commit tax evasion, tax fraud now.
Listen, there's a girl who was 17 years old in America who made millions off of selling scrunchies and bangles. Scrunchies tsa motlhogong, bangle and
Wena
scrunchies.
motho o rekisa koloi ya diterato o e reka.
Rekisa koloi ya diterata wa tlo juta makgwa mo hare the BS. Listen, we've seen it happen multiple times. Ho na le mme o mongwe wa Magunya wa hile big house ka diranta tsa Magunya fela. Big house ka mara mekhukhu e ntšhi wa hile big house ka zaga ya Magunya fela. All I'm saying is that if you can find a solution, squeeze through it and stop using everything else that is happening so wrong as an excuse. That's all I'm just trying to say.
Yes.
And kutlile bare there's a shop ya lekwa o rekisa sephatlo. I was so shocked. Guys, bare ko main lane.
I win.
No, bare ka ke nnete. Cause lekwa le tsebang ka sephatlo.
Is it a problem? How many black people knew about Spatlo? Why didn't they start that?
It is showing me unemployment rate ke ntši a gona tšhelete ya go builda
there's too many excuses. What I'm saying, like, you don't know how that white person got to a point where right? Exactly. No, because you understand what I'm saying. You never know why it's also not a black person. All I'm saying is that somehow, some way, a black person did not think about saying Spatlugumenli, but a white person could. And just because it's a common thing amongst black people does not mean it's something wrong because a white person is doing it. I feel like that's now a form of racism. Because Lokori says it's wrong because it's only eaten by black people, not only eaten, but majority of black people are the people who actually consume. It's just initiate, pursue. Black people razwafa.
No, it's not even just that. Black people think they're above certain jobs. And
exactly, we feel so entitled to so many things.
Start somewhere. You see that garden job, yes, busy saying no, you must leave it to what, ne? And like, it's a job regardless. You still make an income. That job, you keep saying no, it's a job for poor people. Guess what? Right now, you're not exactly swimming in money. You need the job. Just take the job. And my problem is, we like to blame other people afterwards when they didn't take the job and somebody else takes the job, right? You didn't want to take that gardening job. So now a foreigner will come and take the job. Now it's foreigners' fault that there's no job for you. You didn't want it in the beginning either.
You didn't want it in the first place.
You're not willing to bend over backwards to get somewhere. And unfortunately, I'll never ever like be on the side of someone who hasn't tried to apply for a mini job. Even if it's packing groceries at Checkers, it's a job.
Yeah, I agree. Also, like, coming from someone whose family is from Lesotho and stuff, yo, guys, xenophobia in South Africa. Like, and people are so quick to say they're coming here to take our jobs, but it's jobs that they didn't want in the first place. And now when we step
because it doesn't apply to the white man.
You understand? When we step up to take those jobs, now it's about where you're from. It's about go back to your country. But that same job would still not be taken. And if now someone else didn't step up to take it.
And now, like, take as I understanding Kohori, why, like, people tend to be, like, xenophobic, while smaller, but really, my African, I can't just say.
I think the problem comes in when we talk about undocumented illegal foreigners. That's where the problem comes in. Only legally, personally, if you are legally a South African citizen, whether you were born in Nigeria or Zimbabwe.
But Jamie, you are born in Nigeria, there's poverty. The only option you have is to jump a border and go do informal settlement or informal, yeah.
I only have a problem with Baba saying legal. If you're not legal, I don't get it.
I think the problem comes, like, xenophobia is really big because of their crime. The crime of some foreigners. It's not trafficking, it's drugs, it's sex work. It's a lot, guys.
And then get little
That's xenophobic.
And it leaves us in a lot of trouble, and especially women. Leaves us, and crazy enough, go ka lebella Zake ba ikrang ba irang ka yona. Batho ba teng ba fella diamond walk. A ka se thome style ke se sa sephatlo a re ke ira business. Yo fella ko Louis Vuitton, which is so I find it very shame.
But I also think xenophobia goes back to entitlement as South Africans, because I feel like
there's a specific group of people in this country that are very entitled.
Exactly. And that's why they fight so much they fight about everything with everyone. So they don't just fight with foreigners, they fight with everybody.
Like, you know what the saddest part is, no? I can't lie to you, no? Unfortunately for me, I can't even classify some of the things people in this country say to me as a citizen of the country as xenophobic, because I am from the country. But have you ever really, really heard the rhetoric around how people talk about Tsonga and Venda people?
Oh,
It's stereotype.
Like,
everybody stereotypes it.
The way you guys dislike Venda and Tsonga people is very similar to the way the people in the country don't like Zimbabweans.
Yeah.
And I've listened. I'm like, you guys realize, me?
Yeah, so real. Because, yeah, we're thinking,
if you weren't a part of this country, guess what? They would be so xenophobic towards us. I can't lie.
And then, Lechangani Kwena.
But also,
ke dilo tse ba dirang a ke mmotse bjao ke ra
it's applicable to everything in life in general. Bashimane,
exactly.
Gay.
Also, we have a problem with each other.
We have a problem with
not the culture.
South Africa,
Konamanje, they're talking about Zulu people. Sninini, they were talking about Sotho people. There's always something.
No, Maramazulu, the problem.
In the world.
It's not you.
That is the problem.
But like, give it a car. It tell me like about though, and as in Tereka change because, you know.
No, we can. I'm sorry.
Yes, we can
what
change.
Leah was saying the last time when she said that it's your choice. You have a choice.
Rena can change, but a lot of parents le know ke bolela modimo ha community ka le know ngwana o khonotla like ngwana monyane khonotla monna are why le gay ba o tikira ses what like le tsa ba ke fela ka re ke ba tswadi like ba tsa tswela pele, they are not stopping, ba tswela pele ba ruta bana dilo tse wrong.
Yeah, but it's everywhere, guys. Xenophobia. Have you seen what's going on in the UK? Crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I can't lie. Some of these, everything in the quotation marks have been said to me as compliments. I can't, and you expect me to take a compliment when you tell me, you know, you're not like the other vendors that I've met. It's given you're talking to me like you're a white person meeting the good guy.
Countdown.
He's gonna leave at that time.
Oh, end the life.
Yes, he wants to sleep.
Class guys.
From 30 minutes to
I have a meeting at 8. Jesus.
I have to wake up at 7 and I don't care.
Yeah. Anyways, South Africa, no?
I'm just scared for the day,
It's
no.
a free country.
I'm
Yeah.
just scared for the day there's no foreigners left. Who are we turning to next?
Oh, but
Your country is full of hate.
This country would be in shambles, honestly.
I promise you, your country
I'm
is
sorry,
full of
but
so
it's
much
so
hate.
true.
Even if all of the foreigners,
Lihabati, I'm a makeup artist. I'm a
even if
makeup
all of the
artist.
foreigners left today,
Mokiling barkatura nahana food lamia 350 barkatura. Kita dari lo kiri bulan kiri. Us as black people, we don't support each other.
Out, out, I'm fine.
Ekede.
Eh?
Melissa.
Imethile maleng. Carry on, please.
Oh yeah, I was saying that us as black people, I support mara respecta who grow. I guess, yeah. Guys, not konbulela skissing. Ungangihleki. Mara ke bolela dipaintang kere.
No, I don't think we even expect growth anymore. I think we just accept anything and everything now.
Bro, cause you're
Personally, I don't
I listen to
belong in
what
South
certain people
Africa.
I listen to some people's opinions, listen to like the actual undertone underneath it, and I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah.
Please don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
And also like this thing you're like in South Africa, you are only allowed to have one job. America three.
We don't have enough jobs for multiple people to have jobs.
Ish.
You can't compare yourself. What's the compare America for like a currency and sort of economy? That's not gonna happen. You can't compare
Until
the
the
rent to the
economy
dollar.
grows, you won't get
Guys, I
more
don't like
jobs.
Americans. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't think any
No,
of
but hear
us
me out, hear me out. Okay, I don't like some Americans because every time they on my For You page, every time they're saying some shit about Africans, bro.
Oh.
I don't know if it's for clickbait or for what, bro.
When they see people, they have
No. Baba no Ravapala and Renal potential NG. TikTok, we run TikTok, guys. I don't need.
I'm just waiting for America to just crash. Because like it's been almost 300 years. It's about time that they're gonna fall off. What? No, every great empire is ruined in a cycle of about 200 to 300 years. How old is America now? It's almost time. It's almost time. I'm just waiting
Let
for
me tell you, they won't crash.
Obviously, they won't
They're
crash.
gonna take.
They're gonna have issues, and they won't be the top dog anymore. I'm just waiting for that debt to come out.
When?
I think the problem with America is that they don't have enough natural resources.
So they have money. That's their point. No, what's funny now? South Africa's doing the same thing that America has been doing. They're literally increasing things like tax. They are like right now, Shein, tax for Shein is 20%, for example. They're increasing tax, they're increasing expenses. Everything is becoming more expensive now. So every country is going to follow America eventually.
Oh, leave me out of it.
And it's like young head because most of the resources go South Africa. Went Taripila. Yari gold, the coal. Until now we didn't have enough machines to manufacture or in was now 5 minutes up along the
I'm waiting for the house market to crash. I want a
Now,
house.
guys, I hope there's an apocalypse and they're not gonna survive because they don't have. Yes, they're not gonna survive because they don't have enough natural resources,
and then
they took our resources, my
No, they
sister.
didn't.
they don't. They do. What
Guys,
are
we
you
don't
on?
own
What
Tell me,
half
they
of
have,
happened?
they
our
have,
resources.
they have the machine.
You guys are just angry. I'm sorry, but it's true.
No. This is literally fiction. I just spoke of a freaking apocalypse. And in an
I just want the
apocalypse,
housing market to crash. I want a house.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
care
an
about anything
apocalypse
else.
right now. In an apocalypse, machines don't work. That's what I'm trying to say.
Also, guys, can I just say one more thing now? Isn't it cool how like we don't have as much load shedding anymore?
Oh
Excuse me.
yeah, I
As
miss
much. Do you guys still get
load
load shedding? That's it.
We can't
I don't
do
have load shedding at all. Isn't that cool? Oh my god.
Yeah, like I haven't had it this year.
I feel like South Africa, like badala thata. Nara Smith kunira electricity kali zambani.
You can say you are half, baby.
The way was
Chami,
I'm so sorry. The way was speed running now.
electrolyte. Hawa re ka byala mazambana manchi. Ra ira famu for electricity fela. Tsebrisa sinya.
I love how we're speed running these
The
topics.
load shedding chat is something else. Load shedding, our president has used the country as a business instead of looking at us as people.
Thank you.
So, load shedding has always been some source of income for him and the people behind him as well.
Thank you.
I work with solar plants and chrome. I understand the business fully and thoroughly, and I can tell you right now that load shedding is a scam. Period.
It is.
We should never have had load shedding in the first place. It's a money scheme. It's a money triangle. It's just a way of generating more money for the country. Nothing. I wanna hore alena electricity. Electricity is line.
And like look at what the Madam Speaker. It has changed. It can barangka na cause like batho ba bona like a lot of crime mo mara le ntse ba bolela nothing changes. It's so bad. Power of mind.
In conclusion, the world will never change. It'll keep spinning. The price of bread will never change, no matter what opinion you have. Doesn't matter. Singakhuluma sikhulume. Ngeke. Khohlwana.
In conclusion, marry rich.
Exactly. Ngiyabonga. Thank you. Funny enough, that's what I said at the beginning of this live. That hey, yalla.
All day, every day.
Go to fancy restaurants and stand there and sit there and wait for someone else to pay your bill. Trust.
I took myself to a solo date. First. Cannot coffee. I was sitting to an approach. It's so sad.
I thought you guys were preaching independence at the beginning of this live. Eh?
We're allowed to change.
Wow, nah.
If someone just told me I'm lying about yapping, how do I lie that I'm yapping?
In that was I'm using my in that too. Get Jane, ya ka hore ke be independent.
Shimani.
Oh, when
katleho go bore ka time ya.
Oh, my
Mara.
Sure.
30 seconds no biana.
Unavelele live multi-end
And okay, and the asabu.
Okay, sharp. Ke mang a hostang Breeze Gang, please. It's like a talk show. I love conversations like this.
Got a podcast, guys.
We should all open a podcast.
Yes.
Especially Atlegang.
Yes.
Akawa president.
Yeah, Atlegang for president.
Then like in that peach.
Not them asking, are we not employed, guys? In this country, employment.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Unemployment rate
Bye,
to 60%.
You're so fast.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
In conclusion, let's change the vibe.
Raleboha for the contributions alena mo living. Maybe I'll go live again tomorrow easy if nisanga go bolela.
Who's hosting right now?
Hey, man, I'm going to
Right
sleep.
now, why not
Okay,
host?
I'm hosting, guys.
Nanyolala. Babayin.
Good night,
Ah,
guys. Have a wonderful
Maratonga.
day.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Ilenta
How do
one
you
by
end the
one.
live? Jesus.
Wait,
How do you end
thank
the
you so
live?
much for hosting and stuff. You're an
Enter one
amazing
by
host.
one.
Don't worry, don't worry. Ilenta one by one.
What is connector? Oh,
One by
Hey,
one.
one by one, why am I still here?
Bye
Pay
bye.
me.
Lo ena bye.
Bye.
Yo, fitukalekele life jo. Since exposure. Tower. Exposure tower. Hey, exposure hano tower. Yeah, since kill live from 12. Yeah, but tomorrow again, hopefully we will do this. This was very educational. People got their points across. People were debating, you know. Yeah, to the empowerment of the youth.